Another thing that people mess up is like, let's say you have 2,000 calories for the day. A lot of people talk about like, my calories for the day are this, and I have X amount left. I actually argue that like your body doesn't change day by day, and it takes 3,500 calories for you to gain 1 pound. So why do we look at calories in a daily format? I prefer to look at them as a weekly format. If you have 2,000 calories a day, you have 14,000 a week. So now if you eat 1,700 a day for 6 days straight, you've saved up 300 a day. That's 1,800 calories for the week. Now you can on Sunday, and you can go out and eat with your friends and do a bunch of dumb shit, and it's not going to matter because your body changes every week. It doesn't change every day.
So some of this is really useful, but some of it's really fucking dangerous, especially if you're a yo-yo dieter and a binge eater. So he says that you can track things weekly rather than daily because your body changes weekly, not daily. I'm pretty sure it has to change daily for it to change weekly. But this is a great strategy to utilize while you're trying to enjoy yourself during the summer. What he's talking about is utilizing a slight deficit where it's a little less strenuous and you build that up over the week and you actually have more calories to spare. However, to say that you can have 1,800 calories above your normal calorie maintenance and it's all gravy, I don't agree with. This isn't genius. This is what yo-yo dieters and binge eaters do all the time and they don't make progress. However, I totally enjoy these mini diet breaks so you can enjoy times with your friends. And we got research for this. In this research article, they experimented with having just a straight caloric restriction for many weeks, or they did something called calorie shifting. What they would have them do is do a straight calorie restriction for 11 days, and then they would eat ad libitum for about 2 or 3 days, and they repeated that for 6 weeks. And the other group was just doing a straight calorie restriction for weeks. Now the results were very comparable in the fat loss initially, but in the follow-up, they actually noticed better adherence and better weight loss maintenance after. They even saw less of a metabolic impact on the group that was doing the calorie shifting. Here's the problem with his approach when he says excess 1,800 calories. Now this is a fake metabolic chart that ChatGPT made, and apparently there's a Thursday and there's no Saturday, but this is roughly what you can expect. Your calorie output is going to go up and down throughout the week, but we're going to assume it's the same, even though it's not. So it's important to realize, even though you want to say you accumulate 300 per day throughout the week, you probably didn't. But you can be sure that when you go and drink and party or just binge eat an excess 1,800 calories, that is very likely going to mostly be stored as body fat. And doing a deficit throughout the week just so you can have 1,800 calories over your maintenance is only going to propel the habit of binge eating forward. So it is a great idea to calorie cycle and to have some slight deficits throughout the week so it's a little less strenuous, but then on the weekend, try to only keep that maybe around 400 to 600 calories over your maintenance so you do not propel the habit of binge eating long term.